Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Inside Movies Galore. I'm your host, David Strege, and today I have another review for you, coming from the distribution company of Sub Rosa Cinema, which is a collaboration of sorts from two different directors by the name of Michael Hegg and Joe Sherlock, who is now in charge of his own company or distribution company called Skullface Astronaut Productions. But it was originally called Blood-Sucking Redneck Vampires, which was a curious title in any case. And it was filmed in 2004. The film begins in a club scene of sorts, or house, I can't fully tell which at the moment, with what seems like a vampire queen of some sort, and her blood-drinking servant, Wendell, whom seems to be a better actor than she is, as an actress in her fake Romanian accent, but she is pretty. Apparently, they have to flee the scene, as some darker creature has been spotted. So Wendell, the blood servant, and his mistress end up hijacking a redneck's vehicle, and in so doing, turn that redneck Billy Joe Bob into a bloodsucker, which which was on his way home, and started turning his inbred family into other bloodsuckers. Next, we are introduced to the family of the Pissers. Mom, Pa Pisser, Eva Pisser, and Junior Pisser. Right, so Junior so far is dumb, as Ma Pisser has definitely won a decorating contest, which adds to what the rednecks seem to do around here. And all they seem to do is open up their mail rather late. So she didn't realize that the mail was coming today. The only thing is, the Pisser's home is in a sad shape, and Claude, the French designer, has arrived in the middle of the trap shooting festival, which Ma Pisser has won the last 3 cooking contests against the Petersons, who live across the way. Forget about being politically correct or thinking that one person will go one way when they go an entirely different direction. But this is about to be a romp of good fun. Not only does Billy Joe Bob and his wife go off on a turning spree, but the common area between the mistress and the servant are somewhat the commentary, the back and forth between the two, the mistress and the servant, are somewhat comical, as she is the mistress of the vampire that started it all and treats her servant like shit, even though he wants to be part of her ilk, so to speak. My only problem is that I haven't exactly caught the name of this mistress while watching the film. And even though I've read the names of the credit, it's hard to figure out what her name is. What's interesting is they mixed all the different tropes that have to go with what we think a true redneck is. You know, that stereotypical stupid son of a bitch who only drinks, shoots coons, and eats brains, in with a mix of vampire invasion, turning the town into just a bunch of stupid vampire drinkers. Not to mention farting competitions. I know some of the special effects in here are corny, and you can definitely tell they are fake, but they seem to make it more comical because they are messing up. I think this film is funny. I think the characters that were made up in here with redneck vampires that killed themselves stupidly, and others that bite the biggest butt in the ass to turn each other insane. I don't care that I didn't figure out who the main vampire mistress is. I enjoyed this film. It's laugh out loud wacky. It's not scary, and definitely has a sense of humor. You kind of have to go into the film open-minded and just enjoy it for what it is. You are a fan If you are a fan of horror comedies and redneck humor, this is the kind of film that I think you should seek out to watch just for some good laughs and probably a good film to put in for a party favor. I certainly enjoyed this film. It is one of my favorites lately that I've watched. I'd recommend this film for a night of raunchy humor. But one thing I've noticed with films that have to do with Joe Sherlock is that he tends to not just go with the normal skinny mini actor or actress, and except for the people who have more than a little bit of weight, and yeah, accept people who have more than a little bit of weight on them into his cast. So the film stars Dee Alsman as Peterson, Eunice, uh, Emily Andrews as Ariel and Aaron, Arbogast as Luanda, Shannon Barksdale as Ronnie Sue, and so on and so forth. There are too many to mention in the cast, so find the film for your own self. You can definitely find it online. And if you enjoyed the description of this film, seek it out for yourself. I certainly enjoyed this film. Definitely one of my indie films that I'm going to put up further on my list to watch again. And yeah, um, thanks for listening, and have a great day, evening, or morning wherever you are. And I'll definitely have some more cool reviews for you coming up. Appreciate the chance for you to learn about these films from me. In any case, have a great day.